Horoscopes by 1pkc.io, brought to you by Jeff Helkenberg.
Hello Taurus, this is your horoscope for the week of March 11th, 2019. Now currently, the house of Taurus hosts Mars, Uranus, and it will host the moon early in the week. Now, your ruling planet Venus is still in Aquarius, and so one of the things you're feeling right now is that you really want to have fun. And you possibly want to do things that you may live to regret. You kind of want to have bad fun right now. You're maybe feeling a little bit bored with life. You kind of want to shake things up. But one of the consequences is that you might be exchanging something of great value, which could be close personal relationships, for the unknown. And while that could end up being advantageous to you, you're taking a very large risk. So the thing is that you want to quantify that risk as much as you possibly can before you make a rash decision that will jeopardize your security. One of the things that the Taurus seeks out is a lot of security. However, the notion that you are this perfectly stable and rational person is a bit farcical, because sometimes the bull sees red and it just acts in a really outlandish and outrageous way that can't necessarily be predicted. And so when you start to feel that way, when you start to feel like, man, I really have an urging to do something new, or there's a person over there I haven't met, I'd like to go meet them and talk to them, realize that you may be jeopardizing your security in order to have these new experiences. Now, if you are willing to ensure that that you're not jeopardizing anything, it's kind of like the French version of flirting, you can go out there and you can have a good time, but you have a strict catch and release policy. You're not actually looking to create new relationships if you're already in a relationship. You're just looking to have a good time and maybe feel attractive and desired, and that's perfectly acceptable. It doesn't jeopardize your relationships, and it still allows you to feel that you have the kind of vitality that is important for our personalities to remain centered and feel good about our life. So you definitely have the right to meet new people and experience new things. It's just that if you take that a few steps too far, you may engage in a type of behavior that will cause other people that you're close to be harmed, or to feel really bad, or to feel unwanted or undervalued by you. So just make sure that you're cautious in your approach. It's still perfectly acceptable to have a good time. Just know that if you are being deceitful, or if you find yourself thinking that you would have to be deceitful, chances are you're engaged in an activity that you're going to live to regret. So keep that front and center this week, because there's a lot of influences there, especially in your house, that can cause you to make some bad decisions that you're going to live to regret. Now, for those of you who know your birth chart positions, here is a rundown of the other planets and our star. Neptune and the Sun are in Pisces, along with Mercury, which has entered into retrograde. Venus is in Aquarius. Mars and Uranus are in Taurus, along with the moon early in the week. Jupiter is in Sagittarius. And Pluto and Saturn are in Capricorn. While the moon, again, starts the week in Taurus, it will move through Gemini and Cancer, and will end the week in Leo. So with those influences, especially the Martian, lunar, and Eurasian influence in your house, you need to be conscious that you may end up making decisions that you'll live to regret. So walk up to the edge of the cliff, but don't jump off, and you should have a good week.
Thank you for listening, and visit 1pkc.io for more great content.